And we're back with the K-1 World Grand Prix 2020 Japan Fukuoka at the Fukuoka International Center. We've got some K-1 lightweight action about to kick off right here. In the red corner, Hiroshi Mizumachi taking on, in the blue, Tatsuki. I'm Brian.
And I'm Ross. Boom, let's get into this. So, Tatsuki taking higher advantage by 2 centimeters, 175 to 173, but more impressively, the youth advantage by 20 years. We have a 20-year-old versus a 40-year-old. First experience.
Yeah, literally a lifetime of difference here between these two. Yeah, but there's, like I've said many times before, sometimes these are the most exciting matches because you never know what you're going to get. It's age and experience versus youth and vigor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so far, well, let's be honest, looking at them, you wouldn't know there's an age difference. They're both very lean, very dense, great condition.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, look.
Oh, low blow early. That one caught by the looks of it. Ooh. That one really caught. Don't rub
by the looks of it, by the sounds of it, that was gnarly.
I'm finding myself right now squirming in my chair.
That's right. Ooh, yeah. All the men around the world cry in unison for Mizumachi here. That was a brutal kick. But like you were saying, you look at him right now. Who would think this guy's 40 years old?
Not at all.
Not me. We trained at the same boxing gym. I've met him plenty of times. I had no idea he was 40. It's shocking.
That's a wrinkle on that face.
Yep.
All right, here we go now. How will that low blow have affected the way he moves forward here?
Oof.
Not by much. He's coming in.
He's back in it. You know, sometimes you get plenty of time to recover, but sometimes you don't want to rest too long. You just want to get right back on the horse and right back on it.
Absolutely.
He's at right here.
I love the way Hiroshi's just dropping his head down and looking to ping shots over the top. I like that a lot. But of course, it makes him very susceptible to knees and various other uppercuts.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful with that low, tight guarded position. Tatsuki here is from a Muay Thai gym, Waisakarek in Kyushu, and so no doubt he's gonna have some strong knee attacks. So Mizumachi should probably be careful how low he gets with his head there and how many punches he slips.
Some interesting stuff here early. Very much a feel-out round for both fighters still. A little bit of burst action here and there.
Yeah, really. Mizumachi really doing a lot with the spin kick there.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking to the toolbox. Ooh, looking a bit unstable on his feet there, though. And look, very getting low into that guard position again. Not looking so comfortable.
But a good, strong low kick there. And that's what he needs to do. I think he should forget about the spin kick, at least for the rest of this round, and start working the outside of that lead leg of Tatsuki, which is already red from just 1 or 2 kicks.
Absolutely.
The spin kick again. I'm just not. I don't know
Is he taking a rest on the canvas, maybe? He seems to be up fairly fast, so I wouldn't have thought so. But he needs to, as you say, get back to fundamentals here.
Yeah. Back to the basics for sure.
I want to see some low kicks. I want to see some jabs. Let's just look to try and create some opportunities, some angles. Let's not try and be flashy.
And Tatsuki looking strong in his posture, but for some reason he's not really picking up the low kick and checking it or defending it. So, if Mizumachi can just land that thing at will, he should.
Tatsuki, not really known for his knockouts. So he's clearly looking to keep the work rate high and the volume, just be more accurate and precise.
Well, and you can see, he's just got he's got a real Muay Thai stance, which will mean that he can really lay in with that rear kick, but he's not making so much use of it towards the end of the round there.
It's a strange round. I can imagine the corners in both of the fighters' ears right now, trying to tell their men to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, if I was in Mizumachi's corner, I'd say just leave the spin kick, leave the spinning techniques on the table for a little bit, and let's get back to the basics and let's hurt that lead leg more.
Absolutely, and if I was in Tatsuki's corner, I would be saying, listen, there's opportunities when he's coming in and he's coming out. Utilize him a little bit more.
Yes, you are absolutely right. And if if he can start picking up the timing on that spin kick, if Mizumachi chooses to keep throwing it, there are counters available to him too. He can side kick and then go in with some good solid punches.
Absolutely. Hiroshi Mizumachi just seems like he wants to have an early night here, and he's putting it out there.
Yeah, the early night will come to you. You cannot force it. Unless you are a freak puncher like Minoru Philippa or something like that. Otherwise, yeah, nope. You need to be patient and get back to those fundamentals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's only got 12 KOs in his record.
Look at a nice jab displayed there by Tatsuki too. If you can use that jab and some of that in and out movement, it'll create some good opportunities for him as well.
Absolutely. Mizumachi just coming forward there, looking to put a bit of pressure on, but not actually doing anything on the end of it. And Tatsuki right now just doing the cleaner work.
Yeah, I mean, Mizumachi, the blueprint is right there. The inside low kick landing as well. You can see the redness around the knee there of Tatsuki. It's a great target for him to attack. It's safe and it's quick, but he still wants to work the spin kick.
Yeah, he wants to go upstairs. He's going for glory. I think he's looking for KO number 13, if I'm going to be honest. And it could be a mistake here.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean it could land as well.
Very nice, good straight work, stepped into it.
Yep.
He's cornered him here and he's not looking to let him out anytime soon. Look at that jab.
Yeah. Oh, there's that knee. It's great,
Yep. Sickening jab. He's just setting everything up.
Tatsuki's so well trained, and the thing is, with the guys from Sakurek, you're not necessarily going to see anything fancy or, you will see highlight reel stuff, but the basics are what are going to be so good. The basics of the guys at Sakurek are awesome. The jab, the knee, the mid kick, and you can see with Tatsuki, he's got great form.
Absolutely. I mean, talking about highlight reel stuff, Hiroshi Mizumachi's last match in K-1 was a bit of a highlight reel.
Oh, yes. Well, this is the first one since then, since that, the scissor kick, the knee down Giri that he received from Rukia Ampo.
Absolutely, that's not the highlight reel you want to star on.
Nope, but he is back in here, man, just showing some real grit and that never say die attitude, which is what K-1's all about.
I've got to say, I'm impressed, with Tatsuki. Despite being 20 years senior and seeing all these spinning kicks coming at him, he's not getting carried away. He's keeping range, keeping to his fundamentals, and I think it's paying off. I mean, look at these tight little combinations here. Very eye-catching.
Well, his ears must have been burning when we were talking about the low kick, because now he's making good use of it. And beautiful posture on the sliding front kick there. Just great, clean work here from Tatsuki.
Absolutely. Mizumachi's been in the corner several times now, and I think maybe he's beginning to feel the pace of youth versus age.
Yeah, it's just a little bit, he just, even though he was hanging in there really well, it's kind of a stability thing, he's just not looking as stable, and, part of it is throwing that spinning kick and then having trouble recovering, but part of it too is Tatsuki's posture is just really good.
Absolutely.
It's strong.
Very young, but very, very well drilled, and he's just taking his time. He's not being impatient, and it's a magnificent debut for K-1, isn't it? I mean, so far for him.
Yeah, no, he looks great, and Mizumachi looking good too. I think he's gonna, and he's got great head movement, just not able to take advantage of it because he slips the punch, but then there's a kick right behind it. So Mizumachi gonna to come out with some big stuff here in round 3, I think.
Absolutely. I think he's got to put the spinning kicks back in the toolbox. And I think I want to see him get behind that jab a little bit more, try and create some opportunities, feint, step to the side, step in. Try and show a few skills that possibly Tatsuki at 20 hasn't seen.
No, well, exactly. And this, when you come to a spot like this, being a veteran and having a lot of experience can really come into play because he is going to know it is do or die right about now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, here we go. Send them upstairs.
Tatsuki there with just the great posture, and the Thai fighters, they will, I'm sure his coaches will have drilled it into him Because even though you're gonna maybe eat some shots and you're not, bobbing and weaving as much, it allows you to come back with kicks and knees really well.
Provides such a good counter opportunity. And as you can see here, Mizumachi can't chuck anything without Tatsuki coming back with something. There's no free shots here.
No, you're absolutely right.
And to be honest with you,
Beautiful. Just sticking there as he senses the spin kick coming, just kicks him in the hip. Boom.
So good with his distance and movement. It's anticipation.
I will say there's more urgency here in Mizumachi, and he's looking just a little bit turned on here, which is good. But is it too little, too late? He's got to land something big.
At this point, I mean, every second really does count. And at the moment, I wouldn't want to be in the judge's chair. I'm probably leaning to Tatsuki, but I wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah. No, and it just shows some good matchmaking on this card, because all the fights so far are really well matched, really close, and making the judges earn their money, man.
100%. 100%. They're going to be scratching their heads on this one.
Mizumachi's doing a good job there of moving in with hooks, eating up that range, and throwing shots. As long as he doesn't eat a knee, he can make that work for him.
Absolutely. You see, he did that in round one where he got low and just started coming with the overhead work. And it paid off for him then, but he put it down for the spinning kicks. And now we see he's gone back to it now.
Yeah, if he gets low behind some shots, it's a heck of a lot safer as well. Low behind 2 or 3 quick jabs, low behind a stiff overhand right, and then working the body. Ooh, and landing a good right hook there.
I think he's bringing it back here. I think he's changed the tempo and the pace of the fight, and now we've got Tatsuki on the back foot against the ropes.
Well, he's made it a boxing fight, which is not what Tatsuki wants. Not with that posture, because that's not good for a boxing fight.
Absolutely not.
And Tatsuki needs to put him at the end of his front kick. Oh, and you can see he's struggling. He's feeling the body shots too.
I love Mizumachi's body shot work. And Tatsuki's just not used to blocking down there. He really isn't. He's getting caught.
Ooh, there's the overhand right. Clean, and that's what those hooking shots set up. Oh, there's the kick. I watch out for the kick. Yeah. Oh, a great finish here in these last 10 seconds.
I'm loving the work from Mizumachi. I'm loving it. Absolutely.
And this is the experience, the difference, because he knew he had to kind of just get deep and brawl it out a little bit.
Absolutely. At 40, he found that in the tank at the very last moment.
Wow.
I think that's really given the judges more to think about.
Yes. That is almost exactly what he needed. A down would have been even better, but yeah, judges, do your work. I do not envy the position you are in right now.
No, they need to get paid a bonus for this one.
No. Well, I love these beautiful stylistic matchups in K1, and here we were not disappointed again.
Absolutely not. I like the way Tatsuki, you've seen it a few times, the way he chucks that jab, but he uses it as a rangefinder so well as well. But as you can see, Mizumachi just coming back here with some looping overhand, just heavy-handed work.
Eating up the space.
He's like, fine, the spin kicks weren't working, I'm getting back to this.
Yes. No, good to see. Good, strong finish there. Yeah, we'll see what the judges do here, because that, once again, man, it is coming down to the wire.
Here we go.
お待たせしました。判定結果をお知らせします。ジャッジ岡田30対29、赤水町。ジャッジ山根29対29ドロー。ジャッジ山崎29対29ドロー。以上判定1対0で規定の票数に届いていないため、
well, and here you go.
There it is. There it is.
Extension round time.
Well, out of all the fights that we've seen, this is probably the one which needs an extra round.
Yeah, this is well deserved. I'm sure neither of these guys are too pumped after doing it, because yeah, it's such a mental battle here. You're waiting. You're hearing the scores announced. You have no idea what's going to happen. You're exhausted. You're hoping you didn't lose. You're hoping you won, and then guess what? One more. Boom.
If I was in Mizumachi's corner right now, I'd be saying, listen, It's high energy tactics. It's going to be a hard pace to hold, but more of the same. Get in his chest, make it ugly.
Yep. If it's not broken, don't fix it, man. He found out what to do. He's got to watch out for the knees and attacks as it gets low. He's got to not eat those. But if he can avoid those, or even if he eats one or two, if he can survive it and keep the pressure up, he can take the round.
Absolutely. Take one shot at a time. Keep that head protected. Use the head movement.
Yeah, and Tatsuki needs to get up the end of his punch, the end of that jab. Keep everything right at the end of that beautiful jab that he possesses.
Yep, he's got to use it as a rangefinder. He's got to get that range and keep the range. Straight shots and distance.
Jab, front kick, jab, knee, but
right now,
actually coming out.
Yeah,
just hucking those punches, sledgehammers. Even though Tatsuki may get an elbow or two down to block, good. Give that a try because you're still absorbing all of that energy.
Absolutely. Tatsuki's corner has just got to shout at him right now. The straight shots are great, but you've got to step back.
Yes. Get on the back foot, circle. Oh, and he's hurting to the body.
He's letting up there as well. Oh, you should have kept the pressure on the body work. Why go back to something that hasn't worked so far?
No, exactly. When you can see, you can just see. And that, that landed.
I'll stand corrected.
You will, and he threw so many spinning side kicks to the body that it did create the opening for that thing. The thing is, when you do something like that and then you got to stand back up, it just takes a lot of energy. And when you're already 40 years old, even though you might look 25, you're 40 years old in the ring there. The last thing you want to do is, throw the Hail Mary and waste it.
Absolutely. See, Tatsuki now is on the front foot, pushing the action a bit more. Are we seeing Mizumachi getting a bit gassed here? It looks like it.
A little bit.
There's still half of the round to go, and it's all still to fight for.
Yeah, you know what? Take 10, 15 seconds if you need it, and to get right back in here because the fight is the next minute 20.
Absolutely.
Well, and there was a moment there right before he threw those two spinning techniques where Tatsuki was looking like he was breaking a little bit. You could see the grimace. Those body shots were so good, but he's kind of back in it a little bit right now.
He is. He's come on late here. He's weathered the storm. And
these moments, they're fleeting.
They are fleeting. And you know what? Mizumachi's, this is high energy tactics. It's going to be costing him a lot. Tatsuki's now sensing that and coming forward.
Yeah.
And that could lure him into a bad position because range is his friend still.
I mean, Tatsuki, if he is going to march forward, put your guard up and just knee underneath those punches, man. Knee.
Absolutely, just stick to the fundamentals. We're seeing experience possibly just having the last word here.
Yeah, my God, and this round two is just, they're both having their moments.
Tit for tat now. They're both thinking, right, what are the judges looking? Let's fire it. Bombs away.
Mizumachi just sticking out a little bit with those great body shots.
Absolutely. Ooh, some over the head work there. Didn't catch. The body work did, and there it is. The body work opens up the head. Look.
Ooh. Wow, nice little flurry at the end there.
I think he might have sealed the deal.
That was great timing there on that little flurry and heavy with the body shot, and it has to be extremely frustrating for Tatsuki. He thought he was finding a little bit of flow there, but this is the game, man. It's rhythm, it's flow, it's moments, and they kind of come and go. And you've got to be ready to grab that thing when it's there.
100%. Mizumachi showing his experience there. He came on strong the first 70, 90 seconds. He took a little bit of a breather there, just so he could come on strong late again. He knows what the judges are looking at.
Tatsuki looking a little bit of disappointed. He feels it. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what they say.
ジャッジ山根10対9赤水町ジャッジ岡田10対9赤水町ジャッジ山崎10対9赤水町以上判定3対0をもちまして勝者赤コーナー水町宏
What a fight. I'm not sure what they're saying. I'm not sure what Mizumachi's saying to him there, but what a great match. Yeah, really good fight there. And that edge and experience, the willingness, to change it up a little bit. Proved to be really effective for Mizumachi there.
Absolutely. And we said throughout the fight, you would never know the 20-year age gap. But you see how hard he's breathing after the fight was announced. Oh, it's amazing he kept it together in that last round and did what he did. And he deserved the win. He deserved it.
Yeah, look at these beautiful shots. I love that style, man. Throwback to an older era.
Absolutely. People like Jack Dempsey would love to have seen some of this kind of work.
Yep, just swinging, booming, and finding a home finally for the spinning technique there at the end. So he got what he wanted.
Tatsuki's got to go back to the drawing board and see that he was lured into deep water.
Yeah.
And learn to avoid those traps.
That's the thing is he had the answer. It was right there. It was right at the end of his jab. That was the answer, and he was so good with it too. But he's young, so he's got a lot of time.
マイクも出してもらって申し訳ないです。自分は K-1 で活躍するのが夢だったんですけど、皆さんご存知の通りKO シーンで世界中に自分の恥というか倒すシーンを世界中の人たちに見せてしまって、もう自分の一番好きなものが自分の手から逃げていくような思いをしました。でも続けてこれてよかったです。で、なんでマイク待たせてもらったかというと、22年間頑張ってきましたけど、今日をもちまして引退させていただきます。プロとして、こういう発信の場があったから頑張ってこれました。僕が言いたいことは、格闘技だけじゃなくて人生は生きてたら戦いの連続です。困難や試練が次々と襲ってきます。待ってくれません。もう戦いたくないと思ってても襲ってきます。そんな時に人は言葉や気持ちを誰かを支えたり励ましたりすることに使ってほしいと思います。僕は小さくですけど20年間そうやってできたことが成長につながったと思います。そのことを教えてくれた人生の先生に感謝したいと思います。最後に、皆さん一人一人、これを見ている皆さん一人一人、世界中の人たちが、人生においての戦い、試練、困難に無事勝利できるように心の底から応援して祈っております。ありがとうございました。
Well, just like you would expect from someone with so much experience, some touching words there, some deep, meaningful words there from Mizumachi.
He knows what it means at that age. There's not many days like this to come.
Well, there you have it, the K-1 World Grand Prix 2020 Japan, Fukuoka at the Fukuoka International Center. We will see you next time.